American Swahili News and Swahili Villa Online TV. We're here at the Dalamo School of Business, and we've met one of the guests from West Africa, a country called Ghana. He's going to introduce himself to our show. We're going to discuss the economy of Ghana. Welcome to our show.
Yeah, thank you very much, Patrick, for having me on your channel. I'm very privileged to be on your channel. Thank you.
John, go ahead and talk a little bit about the economy of Ghana.
Yeah, thank you very much, Patrick, for having me on your channel. I'm John. I'm a PhD student here in the Dalamo, and today I will just give a brief summary or a brief discussion about the economy of Ghana. Well, as we all know, the economy isn't that very good, and it isn't that very bad as well. But I mean, the challenges outweighs the benefits, or the challenges outweighs the benefits that we are seeing in the country. Yeah.
So, can you share with us or to our viewers about what is exactly going on at this moment in Ghana? We talk about the local person in Ghana. Is it really benefit from the economic, what we call economic development that has been promised with the leaders after the leaders when they come in power? Walk us through, John, in that area.
This is a serious and major issue in most African countries, but Ghana is an exception. When you talk about promises, empty promises, it's a major issue in Ghana. Our politicians always promise us with, honey. They come to power and they give us lemon. It's a major issue, Patrick. And one major issue that is facing Ghana is unemployment, graduate unemployment. Could you imagine? I graduated from UCC in 2007, and as of now that I speak, most of my colleagues still don't have work to do. This government promised us to give us work. We are not saying graduate students cannot, do their own work. However, if we have some measures, if the system is working, it is so easy for, normal graduate student to start his or her own business. But here's a case, I'm sorry to say it, but here's a case we are not seeing the system working as expected. So even if you start as a new graduate student to start your own business, I bet you there is about 95 probability that your business is going to dwindle or going to collapse. Halfway through, you will not get what you are expecting. So unemployment is a major issue. Mm-hmm. This government also promises us a lot of things. Talking about Agenda 111. Mm-hmm. Ask me, how far is Agenda 111? Mm-hmm. You promise us, you go and cast sword that you are going to start this project, and within 1 year, 2 years, we don't have the future. We don't know the future of the project. And meanwhile,
so the project just disappear.
It just disappear.
There is no business continuity in that area.
That is it. I can give you several examples.
Go ahead.
Ask me about NAPCO.
Uh-huh.
This is a program that was coming to at least give us jobs, especially graduate students. Mm-hmm. It just started. Mm-hmm. First year it was okay. Mm-hmm. Second year, mm-hmm. even paying these NAPCO trainees was a problem. Just 700 Ghana cedis was a problem for the government. So when you talk about implementation of policies, mm-hmm. it's a major problem, Patrick. This is a major issue in Ghana, and you just give us empty promises. You just give us empty promises. So the youth, mm-hmm. the youth in Ghana actually mm-hmm. don't have the future that they are expecting, because.
So before we started this conversation, you have mentioned that the second lady, she'll be here in Columbia, South Carolina. Let's say, for example, if you get a chance now to meet and speak with her, this is coming this week. What are you going to say to her, or what kind of words are you going to share with her with respect to the economic outlook of Ghana? Welcome, John.
Yeah, thank you very much. I will have a very short question for her. I will ask her, where are the promises you gave us when you were vying for power? What were the promises you promised us as ordinary Ghanaians? You promised us work. You promised us, good hospitals. You promised us food. Where are the promises you gave us? Where are they? Now, you can check the unemployment rate in Ghana. Major issue, when you talk about graduates not getting jobs, graduates from training colleges, graduates from universities, they are all not getting jobs. So I will just ask one simple question. Where are the promises you gave us?
Last word now. You have mentioned also behind the camera that you have been in Malaysia, if correct me if I'm wrong, China, and you have been
in
Singapore, and now you're here in America. So you're seeing all of this economic development in these countries, and you're wondering why not in Ghana. What do you think, or what is your last word? Take us home, John.
So, it is very simple. There is a saying that, those people leading us, what you do is what we follow. Let me say it in Twi. Let me say it in my local language so that the people who are listening to me will understand. Yes,
Repeat that again.
If I'm following you, I look at your steps. I follow your steps. So what I mean by that is, if you are a leader, we all look up to you. What you do is what we follow. Why do I bring in this? I bring in this because if the government, if the people in power, if they are corrupt, what do you expect the citizens to do? If you are conniving with your families and friends to, get funds for yourself, what do you expect someone leading government institution to do? This is a major problem. You see, I have always been talking about this. If you want institutions to work, it starts from the top. Because it is very difficult for me as an ordinary citizen, except me voting against you, which, a lot of people even don't know the meaning of voting. They just go and vote. Because you gave them empty promises, they think you are good. And they just want to vote for you. Aside that, so back to my point. If you want institutions like major people leading major government institutions to work, I'm saying we should, reshuffle the top first. If the top is working, the institutions will work.
That's the very good point. And let's end our discussion by asking you the last question that we ask all our interviewers who comes to our show. Do you think, I don't know about this in Ghana, do you think the president of Ghana is God? Welcome, John.
Very interesting question. Do I think the president is God? Wow. well, but with no disrespect, he's not close to God. He's never close to God. He gave us a lot of promises. What I know is that God gave his people promises and he delivers. You gave us promises and you can't deliver. Then, seriously, Patrick, Ghanaians have lost confidence in our president. I'm not lying to you. Most of us have failed to talk about this because we have so much confidence in this government. But they have failed us. So we cannot talk. Our hands are tied right now. We cannot talk.
Election is coming. And what year the election is coming to Ghana? Can you just...
That is 2024.
2024. Do you think the current administration or president, they will be able to return back in the office?
Highly impossible. I mean, Frank, let me be frank with you. Take it from me also. If this current administration is able to maintain power in this coming 2024, it's just impossible. I don't want to say anything, but it's just impossible that this current government can maintain power in 2024. But in fact, I love, our ex-president, John Dramani Mahama. I respect him much, but I hope that coming 2024 he will win because of what we are seeing from this current administration. Of course he will win, but we hope that when he comes back, the mistake that he did from 2012 to 2016, he shouldn't come and repeat those mistakes for us. Now Ghanaians are devastated. We want to change power. It is obvious. Everything, all the indicators are clear that this current government is not going to help us. If you know where I am from, I don't want to disclose it on your channel. If you know where I am from, you will know that, this guy is, maybe close to this political party. But of course, because I'm educated, I have to, assess
politically correct. Okay.
I have to not just, follow my wishes and then talk anyhow. It doesn't make you a sound, educated person. I will say maybe some people just vote just by voting sake. But for me, as a genuine educated person, I would say it is not wise for me to say this government is doing well because they are failures on all levels. Employment is failed. They are failures on employment. Graduates, they promise graduates. Could you imagine this, Patrick? When I was in graduate school, when I was in undergrad, it wasn't graduate school because I didn't have my graduate school in Ghana. When I was in undergrad, I went to campaign for this certain government. All in the name that when they come, they promise we the graduates employment. And here we are. Even NAPCO, they couldn't sustain NAPCO. Even NAPCO, you can check on NAPCO. They are just paying graduates 700 Ghana cedis, and they couldn't maintain this. Well,
Thank you, John, for speaking with us, American Swahili News and Swahiliville Online TV. We will continue the next segment of these conversations in the next episode. For those who are going to watch our videos, we ask you to share, like, and distribute this content because we want to reach out to as many people as we can, because this is one of the message that we need African students and Africans or viewers of American Swahili News and Swahiliville Online TV. They need to listen, to watch, analyzing, and synthesize when it comes to an elections. They will make a tough decision. Thank you, John, for joining American Swahili News and Swahiliville Online TV.
Yeah, thank you very much, Patrick, for having me on your channel.
Thank you very much. Thanks.